San Francisco, a beautiful city. Or is it? So these last couple of years there's been a lot of reported issues with San Francisco. Hello and welcome to my channel. So for anyone who's been following my travel journeys on my IG, you've been seeing I've been going a lot of places here, there, etc. And as you know, I've lived in San Francisco, in the Bay Area, for over 3 years. I was in San Jose for like a year, and then I was in San Francisco for 2 years. So I feel like I'm well equipped to talk about this particular topic. You know, there's been a lot of stuff on the news with San Francisco, the danger stuff, people getting robbed, break-ins, flooding, etc. San Francisco's been on the news a lot lately, especially these last 2, 3, 4 years. As you know, San Francisco has almost 1 million people in the city, right? So the cool thing about San Francisco is they call it the West Coast New York, in the sense that it's very densely populated. So for that reason, that's why I'm addressing this video, because being so densely populated, you got to constantly watch your surroundings. There's a lot of things going on at all times, and I want to make sure you're safe. First, I'm going to start with the car break-in statistics. So in 2023 alone, there was over 15,000 car break-ins in San Francisco. In San Francisco, they have a culture called bipping. Bipping is where you break into someone's car, you see if there's anything in there, you take it, etc. And for the longest in San Francisco, this was considered a misdemeanor. It wasn't a felony. So you could literally break into someone's car, steal $10,000 worth of goods, and not even go to jail for it. So this is part of the San Francisco Bay Area culture. It's more prevalent in San Francisco and Oakland than other Bay Area cities like Palo Alto, San Jose, Mountain View, Redwood City, etc. But it still happens in other cities. It's just not as often. Another thing is the car thefts. It's more common for people to break into your car and steal your goods rather than steal your car. Cars do get stolen, but at that point it's considered a felony, so it's not as common. When it comes to the car game in San Francisco, one thing I recommend in general is honestly parking outside of San Francisco, because like I said earlier, most of the stuff that happens with cars is in the city. You know, they call San Francisco the city. Like I said, I lived there for 3 years. I know what's going on as far as the good, the bad, the ugly. I can tell you which neighborhoods are better, but overall, the thing about San Francisco, it's so small, you can get from here to there in no time. It's like roughly 7 miles by 7 miles or something, and you can drive across the city easily. So that's why there's no 100% safe neighborhood in San Francisco, because even me, when I got my car broken into, I was in the wealthiest neighborhood at the time. I parked by Subway just to get a quick sandwich. I thought I was good. I saw there was cameras around, etc. I go inside, get my Subway sandwich. By the time I came in, they already broke into my car. And if you see my Twitter from a couple years ago, I actually made a post about this saying like they stole my camera, etc., etc. Because it was over $1,000 worth of camera equipment. That's one of the reasons why I originally stopped with YouTube for a while, because I was like lost motivation after that. But anyways, when it comes to the car situation, there's a statistic that said that there's 2 cars for every 1 parking spot in San Francisco. And even that is not all the way accurate, and I'll tell you why. When you're walking down the streets of San Francisco, you notice one thing with the car meters. A lot of them don't work. And this is done by purpose. The homeless people in San Francisco will try to break into the machines and get quarters out. Another thing is they'll put gum into the machines so quarters don't go in. And the whole mentality behind this is the homeless people are trying to mess up the city. The homeless people try to make it harder for you to do your day-to-day activities. That's their whole MO. So there's 2 cars for every 1 parking spot, but then out of those 1 parking spots, probably 1 in 4 of them don't work because of the homeless people. Which brings me to another thing with the homeless people. There's a mentality where it's the homeless versus you. I've been in a lot of cities, a lot of states, a lot of countries, and nowhere have I been where the homeless people are as entitled, rude, and aggressive as Los Angeles and San Francisco. You gotta watch out for these homeless people. They break into your car, they put poop on your car, they pee on you, they do all type of weird stuff just out of spite. There's been times where I seen a homeless person suffering, I got water bottles with me, I give them the water, they're like, man, I don't want that. They start cussing at me, give me some drugs. I'm like, what? I'm trying to give you some free water, and you're getting mad at me because I don't have drugs, you know what I'm saying? But that's like a common thing out there. The homeless people are crazy, which is why I said you got to park outside the city. I recommend maybe Daly City, Burlingame, San Mateo. These are cities that are like 10-15 minutes away. And then if you want, you can take the metro, the BART station, Uber, something like that. It only costs a couple dollars. Go in the city and hang out. And the cool thing about San Francisco, it's a walkable city. So let's say you're a tourist and you rented a car. If you rent that car outside the city. Like if you parked outside the city, like Burlingame, which is right outside Daly City, it's kind of safe, kind of not. It's similar to San Francisco, but you park outside there, and then you can either walk into the city because it's walking distance, or you can take the BART system. San Francisco has an amazing public transportation system, one of the best in the country. So it's easy to go from point A to point B. You can even, they got the BART that goes under the water. So let's say you're in Oakland, San Leandro, etc. You can go under the water, beat the traffic, and then land in the city. So it's easy to navigate about that. Maybe later I'll make another video about navigating the public transportation, but I'm just telling you things to be careful of at this moment in this video. Another thing you gotta be careful about in San Francisco is the price. I know you heard the rumors, San Francisco and New York, who's more expensive? I'm here to tell you, San Francisco got New York beat, right? Now, if you're a tourist, you're not cared about the home value, but I just want to give you some quick stats. The average home in the San Francisco Bay Area is $1.8 million. Most of these homes will not have a backyard, a front yard, a sidewalk, and the houses are so close together you can smell what your neighbors cook. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being for real. I used to live in the Bay Area. What I mean by expensive is there's other ways they get you. Let's say you're a tourist, you're not trying to buy a house, you're just out there on vacation. A lot of the hotels have hidden fees, right? So you pay one fee and then you look and see they got taxes, they got resort fees, they got so many things. They showed you one price, oh, $150 a night. It's good. You click it and then you go to check out and you see all the different fees. Another thing is in San Francisco they got something called the sugar tax. That's right. If you go to certain business establishments, they can charge you for sugar, a sugary drink. So instead of a water, a lemonade zero, whatever, you get a soda, you know, A&W, root beer, Pepsi, Coke, whatever you like. They can charge you extra for that. Another hidden fee is a lot of restaurants will have fees to pay just for the utensils. I went to this one restaurant. Asked for a cup of water, thinking it's free, right? They're like, oh, you got to pay for the cup, all the napkins, all the silverware. I wish I was making this up, guys. I'm telling you, in San Francisco, there's so many ways they try to get you. Even if you park the wrong way, they will get you. I'm from the Midwest, right? We don't got hills like that. If you're parking on the hill, you have to park at a certain angle where your tires are facing inward. If you don't do that, they can hit you with a fee. And last time I checked, that fee for the ticket was like $150 to $250 just for parking wrong. So that's another thing you got to watch out. You got to constantly watch your money in San Francisco because they're constantly thinking of ways to get you. One thing I also wanted to address is San Francisco, even though it has a bad reputation of crime, petty theft, and stuff like that, most of it, like it is, like I said, is petty, right? So it's not like a lot of cities like Southside Chicago or, you know, Westside Detroit, somewhere like that, where you got to constantly worry about people trying to harm you, right? For the most part, if you mind your own business, if you're not flaunting expensive equipment, like cameras, you're not parking your car in the city to get broken into, you know, you're not doing typical dumb tourist stuff, you're good, right? You keep a low profile, you don't wear expensive clothes, you don't wear expensive jewelry, and you're not going to get violently harmed. For the most part, you should be good. So you just got to keep your awareness, because one thing about the San Francisco Bay Area is it's getting so pricey that a lot of the people who were in those socioeconomic classes, who were actually the ones doing the robbing, doing the breaking ins, etc., they are somewhat getting pushed out because San Francisco is getting expensive, Mountain View is getting expensive, Silicon Valley, Oakland is all getting expensive. So they're getting pushed out to cities like Fresno, Modesto, Sacramento, etc., right? So it is getting better, but you just got to watch your surroundings and just be careful. These are a few things I wanted to let you know about going to San Francisco. So if you plan on visiting there and or living there, you have these tips. Peace.